Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, follow me on Instagram at LollyForever, follow me on TikTok at LollyForever1, and ignore my messy hair, and follow my dog's Instagram, Baby Sammy for life. But for this video, I'm going to be kind of chatting with you and giving you updates on different things. First thing is I want to give you an update on on me working on my performance for the Groom Interactive Talent Show. This first up, in case you're wondering why you haven't found anything on that, by the way, because let me explain that. I don't really know Geiger's reasons. I don't know when it is or anything like that, because I only know what he told us and told me. He brought up the idea in the free Saturday dance class one day, and I really liked to see if anyone would actually want to do it, and so many people wanted to do it, including me, because this is really cool for me. And then he brought up the idea of actually doing two. So doing one that anyone can do, and then doing one where you have to audition for. And obviously, if that's what happened, obviously I'm gonna audition to do both. Audition for one that you have to, and do the one that you don't have to, because I love performing, I love singing, and I love dancing, and obviously they're going to be two totally separate things, and I want them to kind of be similar, but different, meaning choreography be different, but kind of going with the same concept of what I have going, not the same moves, but in the direction the one that I'm working on. So he talked about it, and then he said he was gonna work on it and make it happen, that whole thing. And he didn't really say anything after that, about it, and I haven't read anything on it or anything, but I do know it is gonna happen eventually, because me and him did DM about it on Instagram, because I was finding out, it seemed, I was finding out first up if family could come on and watch, and if I could sing and dance, because when he was talking about it, he was saying that we can, sing, we can dance, or all these different things that we can do, but he didn't say if we could sing and dance at the same time. So I got permission. I sent him the video almost a week ago, a little while ago. I filmed the video a couple of times, and it wasn't my best work in the video, but it's pretty decent considering I have been working really hard on this, because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm really good at being able to, spend time and choreograph, things really quickly, and, I put together, a performance really quickly. But, when I have the time, I like to use the time to, work on it and make it good, make it amazing. And, yeah. And since I have literally so far, I have had weeks, and I have a lot of time to work on it. I'm making it as best as I can. I'm using the time and fixing everything that I need to fix, and giving myself corrections, fixing them, all the things I need to do, and I'm working really hard on it. And then, to answer the question on why, generally, when he first brought the idea up, I was really excited, and I still am. But at first I was like excited, but it wasn't like a big thing. And then I want to say when I started working on it, and it like fully, like the idea really sunk in and everything, and like it really hit me like, oh wait, what this actually is. It became a big thing, especially when I found out some of my family is going to be on there watching, and I got permission for them to watch. So, like, that's not all of my family is going to be on there watching, but definitely, so far, I know that 3, possibly maybe 4 family, oh wait, no, that's wrong, because I forgot 3 other people, which is my parents and my dog Sam. They're going to be on there watching. But this became a big deal to me. Because for multiple reasons. It became a big deal because, first up, I dreamed of performing. And whether that means getting paid right away or not, like, just, this is a stepping stone to one day actually becoming a pop star, and one day being on tour and having a show every single night, being paid to do the show, like, based around me. This is a stepping stone towards that, because it's not about me. I'm not getting paid to do this or anything, but it's my moment to actually get to perform in my room on Zoom. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but it did. But, like, I'm literally going to be in my room putting on a performance for a bunch of people on Zoom, including groom. And it means so much that, like, I get to say a professional is actually going to be watching groom is. And that is absolutely incredible. And it became a big deal to me because even though I'm on Zoom and it's just a performance, and it means a lot to me because, for so many reasons, it means a lot to me. Like, this is the first time in literally at least 8 years I have ever sang in front of my family. I physically have not sang in front of them in like 8 years. And also for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. And I'm going to tell you why. Like, don't worry. But, here, I'm going to push you back a little bit. Here we go. It was for a lot of reasons. First reason is it never just really happened. And what I mean by that is, like, there was never, like, an opportunity. Like, well, let me explain that better. It was kind of one of those where, like, I didn't want to just, like, start singing for no reason. Like, it was one of those where that wasn't the main reason, but that was a reason that played into it is I wanted to actually, if I did sing in front of my family, I wanted to actually be for something and not just me singing from out of nowhere. Like, I want to kind of be a little more planned. Also, reason 2 is because me singing had kind of just been one of those things that feels like it always had, since I was like 7, well 6, almost 7, it had kind of just felt like it turned into me singing was something that was meant to be between me and my crush. And at music class, like, that kind of, it felt like singing anywhere else in front of anyone else just didn't feel right. Like, even though there's nothing wrong with it felt like one of those things that, like, was meant to be between me and my crush for a while. Well, even, like, that's just kind of how it felt. Like, the idea of doing it in front of anyone else just felt wrong. It almost felt like, even though I wasn't doing anything wrong, it just kind of felt like that was something meant to be, like, untouched and, like, between me and my crush. And, yeah. That was another reason. Also, another reason is after I lost my crush the second time, because I have lost him twice. And I do understand that the second time was kind of on me. Even though it wasn't. It wasn't those weird, like, what I mean by that is I did lose him once. And that was out of my control. Things happen. And I did find him. Well, I did get to see him again. And then I thought it was just me being, let me word that, I'm trying to figure out how to word the best way. It was me just knowing how badly, like, I wanted this. Like, and by this I mean him. Like, how badly I want to actually, like, date him and that sort of thing. But more importantly, it was one of those where, like, I didn't want to take the chance. If I did get rejected, which I don't think that would have happened. I don't know anymore. Like, I don't know. It was one of those where I thought, let me word this the best way. It was one of those where I just didn't. And do I know why now? Honestly, no. But honestly, I feel like I do at the same time. And what I mean by that is, when I'm with him, I'm definitely kind of a different person. And I will 100% say that. Like, when I am with him, I do feel like I'm slightly different, but I'm not different. I don't know how to put it into words, so I'm trying my best here. What I mean by that is I feel like when I'm with him, I'm definitely more distracted. But that's like the only difference, is I feel more like that I'm more distracted, and that's okay. And that's okay that I'm distracted. Like, I mean, other than that, nothing really feels different. Like, I mean, he's an amazing person, and I will tell you this, and I am being honest, and I have probably gone to sleep and dreamed about him about every single night. Like, for the past, let me think here. I'm doing math in my head. I want to say, okay, I'm just going to use my phone, because this seems simpler. I'm just going to use my phone to do math really quickly. Okay. That kind of seems incorrect. Let me... Okay, we're going to see that minus... Okay. For the past, like... okay. Since I feel like the math was done wrong. It says 10 years, and I do feel like that's accurate, but kind of not, because it's hard to do math when it's one of those, like, it's hard to turn this into math. So I'm just going to give you the straight answer, not really involving a number, but since I have met him and stuff. So, yeah. This isn't me, like, trying to talk about my crush or anything, but this did happen. But also, like, there was that, and kind of after I lost him the second time, I kind of just didn't do anything related to singing. I did it for a really long time. And then I started doing it a little bit in front of Bella. Bella is a family member of mine, slash literally my best friend. Well, one of them. And then I have multiple best friends. One of them is over there right now, which is Sam. Although Sam's also my baby. For those who don't know who Sam is my dog. And he is one of my best friends, and he is my baby. And you cannot tell me he is not my baby. That is like something that every single day, and my dad's like, you realize Sam's a dog. And I'm like, no, he's my baby. And stuff, like every single day my dad said that, because I generally treat Sam like he's an actual baby, like, and that's okay, like, what I mean by that is I'm constantly, like, going up and, like, just talking to him, like he's, like, almost like he's a toddler or something, like, I'll just go up to him, and I'll be like, I love you, Sam, and then I'll just kind of act like I'm having a conversation with him, and, like, I 100% understand him and stuff. And then, yeah, and then I like call him Baby Sam all the time, and stuff, so, like, I realize he is a dog, but he, in my mind and my heart, he is my baby, and I give him a lot of love. He even eats off of a paper plate, because that is what we choose, and it's what we choose. And for him, because, we choose that for him, and because there's nothing wrong with him eating off of a paper plate, and stuff, and it makes him feel special, so, yeah, anyways, but yeah, I love you, Sam. He's taking a nap right now, but anyways, this Groom Interactive Talent Show is a big deal, because over time, it went from singing in front of Bella, then I started my YouTube channel at one point, and, yeah, that meant a lot to me, and if you're wondering why I didn't really celebrate my, 3 years on, 3 years on YouTube, I kind of been busy, and it kind of slipped my mind. I've been busy with dance, keeping up with my dance training. I've been busy with voice lessons. I've been just kind of, like, enjoying summer break, which unfortunately is over. But I've just been kind of, like, busy, and I've been kind of distracted, and what I mean by that is now I'm literally living the life that it's not like my ultimate dream life, but it's a stepping stone towards that. Like, I dreamed of living a life of being in dance class constantly and taking voice lessons, and now I'm dancing for really famous people and professional people. And now, it's really cool to say that. Now, I live the life of training with the ALVC on Zoom. I take a free Saturday hip-hop dance class from groom every single Saturday. It's weird to say that I, work with so many professional dance teachers, like Abby Lee Miller, Gianna Martell, and so many others, like Natalie Means, Taylor something or other, don't know his last name, and Danny, also known as Daniela, and also, I'm trying to think, I work with a substitute dance teacher, Angela emails, and I worked with another teacher, Alyssa. I took a hip-hop class from a girl that that worked with Abby, or she did an ALDC master class named not Miranda, but Melissa. That's her name. And I worked with another teacher, Bianca, for a little while. And I worked with another teacher, Miranda, for a while. And yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool. And it's cool to know that, like, I now work with, literally, in my opinion, the two best voice teachers in the world, Allison Porter and Carrie Larson. Both of them have literally changed my life. Like, I only worked with Carrie a couple of times, like 3 or 4 times. But those 3 or 4 times, yeah, like 4 times, she did so much for me in that. And especially, here's the thing, that's really nice to know that, like, I get, like, in my opinion, the best of the best voice teachers, because singing is something that was between me and my crush. And then over time, I realized if I want to be a pop star, singing is part of that. And I really like singing. And that is something that I generally never thought I would say. And let me explain why. Because I never thought about saying that, until I generally just never really thought about saying that, like, in a very long time. Like, when I was little, I'll admit I had a fear of singing for no reason. It was not oh, people aren't going to like it, people are going to make fun of me situation. It was not oh, I can't do this. It was there was no reason behind it. And then my crush changed that. And to now, then over time, I went from singing in front of Bella to starting social media. And when I did that, I started posting music. I started just making up songs and posting them just for fun. And in a way, with all of them, I'm like, yes, if this is good for my channel and gets likes and views, then great, like, that's amazing. I like that. But if it doesn't, well, I had fun. Like, that's what counts. So, like, and to answer the question of when new music is coming and from me, it is gonna come. It is gonna come, and I am determined by the end of the year to have at least 1 or 2 songs out for you guys. And a little more professionally done with what I can work with. They aren't going to be professional, obviously. I don't have that sort of money or anything. But I can try to do the best with what I have to work with and try to make them good. So, yeah. And that whole thing, like, it's really cool. And, like, it's really cool because I've been dancing and singing. And now, like, I can say I dance for XOG Pop. Like, saying that still, like, wow. That's still, like mind-blowing. And because that's something I generally dreamed of. And, yeah, I dreamed of it. But I didn't think it would happen. And then it did. And then when it happened, it was too good to be true. And then I enjoyed it. And I generally thought that when I did get picked, I generally thought that I was going to be so excited that I would, like, get nervous or something, or like forget the dance, and I didn't, because at the end of the day, I don't really get nervous. That is one thing that, like, obviously I was off edge, like, the first time I took a voice lesson, for multiple reasons. And first up, I had never taken a voice lesson up to that point. I didn't know who the teacher was. I like, saw a picture of her and, like, kind of read her name, but I didn't really know. I didn't even really know her name. And also, I didn't know what to expect, and also singing was something between me and my crush. And to say that now it's soon to be something and for the world and for, like, social media to hear. And now that's becoming more, and not just me singing for my crush, and it's like that. It is what it is. And, like, obviously, like, I had distanced myself from singing, other than occasionally a fun little, like, improv or a fun little, like, song for, like, social media, but with just me having fun with the video. And, like, obviously, other than that, I had distanced myself. And so it was, like, the first time I was really singing to actually try to be good, and not like, oh, this is just for fun situation. In, like, okay, let me do math here. Okay, it was, so, like, in the first time in, like, 4 or 5 years, like, it's been a little while. Oh, and so, yeah. So, like, there were multiple reasons. And now, with the Groom Interactive Talent Show, I'm going to be doing a squad song. I'm not going to say which one. I want that to be a surprise. And I've been dancing and singing, and I'm excited because actually only some of the family that's going to be on there, some of my family that's going to be on there, had never heard me sing in person. And this isn't in person, it's on Zoom. Like, what I mean by that is they never actually heard me sing, not a video. Like, I mean, I think they've seen videos of me on social media, like, that sort of stuff. But to actually, like, take away that and actually make it live, they never seen it. They never heard it, is what I'm saying, and that's not seen it, but heard it. And also, they haven't really seen me dance too much, so I'm ready. I'm just really excited about it. I worked really hard on this, because I realized that this is a really fun thing for me, because if I'm going to become a professional, this is a good start. This is not professional, it's just fun, but it's a good stepping stone. It's a good thing to get me to the next level, because if I can sing and dance and nail it like I want to, and like I have in my head, then that can be really good for me. I mean, that can be a really good moment for me, and I'm excited. And I'm not nervous at all, and a part of me knows that, a part of me knows that whether he realizes it or not, part of me knows that at some part of my crush is there with me. Like, let me explain that better. Or, not a part of him, but, like, I know that, like, I know he would just be really happy and, like, really proud of this, because he pushed me to sing for years, and now I'm doing it in front of people on Zoom, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I'm not 100% sure, Like, this is a big deal. And for me, this is really good because I've been working in voice lessons for almost 2 months now, and I've been working really hard in them. And I haven't shared my new and improved singing voice yet. And now I got a few tricks up my sleeve for this performance. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are parts in the dance that I'm like, and parts in the song that I'm like, they can easily go wrong, so I'm hoping they don't, but I have been working on them. I've been working on it really hard, and it's gonna be amazing, one way or another. And I wanted to kind of talk about this with you. Peace out.